If you had one question about a man, what would you ask him? Like if you could just know this one question, what would it be?
Ooh,
And I'll give you a second to think. What would it be?
Jesus.
Just one question about a man. You know what I'm saying?
One question about a man. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on like who that man is or who I like want him to be, or you know what I'm saying. I think I would ask like something regarding infidelity in marriage, because some people think it's okay to be cheating on their spouse, but I don't know. That's what I would ask.
If you alive, subscribe. If you alive, subscribe. I told y'all that we wasn't stopping. We wasn't going nowhere. We gonna keep dropping. We gonna stay focused. We gonna stay motivated, and we just gonna do all that. It's Get Geek Week. For y'all don't know, it's TSU Week, and it's Get Geek Week. We excited down here, Nashville. You know that's the biggest thing we got. It's homecoming. So man, look, I got a special guest today. I'm excited about this guest. I'm always motivated. I love her posts. I like that she's working. I always tell all the artists, like, if you ain't performing, you ain't posting. If I don't see you post for 2 weeks, you ain't working. But this person is working. Welcome, Lucki Price. What they call you? The Price is Right. I heard somebody say the Price is Right.
That's what somebody said. The price is
so
right.
look, so the Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? She, I'm probably gonna be managing her one day or something. We gonna, we'll do a little deal or something. But how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm super excited.
How's life treating you these days?
Life is good. I can't complain. I just had a show not too long ago, downtown at the museum. I'm working on music. I'm healthy.
I love it.
God is good.
And that's what I always say. I love artists that inspire me and that's working and you stay working. You was doing like a podcast or something at one time, right?
Ah,
Or was you what?
I see. It kind of was like a limited podcast type of
Okay.
thing. So I really I had this song. Well, I still have this song. It's called Pretty Lies. And I thought I was gonna get to the point of dropping it. But uh it's a lot production and everything just wasn't up to par. And so but I thought I was gonna have it ready, so I laid out a whole like I did a whole bunch of promotion and stuff for it, and one of it was like this thing called minimum mimosas.
Mm-hmm.
And basically I was just like asking the man some like really
Questions.
questions. Yeah, some questions.
Was you doing it? I know you was doing it, just to like have your thing going on, but did you really want to know the men's objective of what you was talking about?
Oh yeah, I really did.
If you had one question about a man, what would you ask him? Like if you could just know this one question, what would it be? And I'll
Ooh,
give you a second to think. What would it be?
Jesus.
Just one question about a man. You know what I'm saying?
One question about a man. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on like who that man is or who I like want him to be, or you know what I'm saying. I think I would ask like something in regarding infidelity in marriage, because some people think it's okay to be cheating on their spouse, but I don't know. That's what I would ask.
how do you see her, like where you at in life, and like, and not me just saying this because you're on my show, but I really mean this. You're going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if a man is in your life, but if a man come in your life, what's his job?
Oh, if he comes in my life, like especially right now, is number one job is to just like be a support system. Like that's the number one job. Be a support system, be a friend, be a place where I can like a place and a person where I can find like comfort and happiness. Like don't bring stress. I think especially for like young adults, it's like why be in a relationship if it's stressing you out? You
Most
you
definitely.
better off alone. But a lot of people don't like to be alone. But yeah, like no stress, be a support system, be, some sort of comfort and happiness. You don't got to be all of my comfort or happiness because I'm supposed to have that on my own.
Most definitely.
But yeah, if you could do those things and like I know a lot of young cats they're like a man is supposed to provide. I don't need a provider right now cuz I'm providing for myself. But you know, treat I like to be treated. Every woman likes to be treated. So yeah.
Most definitely. And I know like to be treated good, but like I said, with you performing and just like this situation, like I'm going to a podcast, like, a lot of men is kind of don't like they woman around men. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So would you say that it's kind of better being single? Are you single?
Yes.
Okay, she's single, so everybody will know. Do you think it's kind of more peaceful you being single and doing what you do?
Um, it could be. It depends. Like, if it depends on the type of like the man like that you're with. If he's insecure, he's like it's not gonna work out because he's gonna think that every conversation or like, every time that you smile or there's like something like some alternative, you know, alternative reason behind that. So I think I would say it just depends. It might be better to be single. Like I have a few friends that like work in the music industry and like they go to like a lot of events like network and stuff, and they're like I'm just gonna stay single because I don't. Well, the one person in
Yeah, well,
particular, I'm thinking of. She's
yeah.
like, I'm gonna stay single because I don't want to have to worry about like a man being jealous with her just working, and then I feel like a lot of times it is a lot of times a woman being like friendly or being nice can be looked at the wrong way.
And then you're a Gemini, so I know you real like, you know what I'm saying, you know how to deal with people. But like I
Mhm.
said, it also can be like men get jealous because you
Mm.
like I said, you gotta be in dude's face and not you trying to, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get in. So I know that's pretty hard for you. How many DMs you get a week? Do they DM you a lot? Like me?
Yeah, they're in the DMs. They in the DMs. They stay in the DM for the most part.
Do you
But
DM back or do you just kind of leave them on red?
it depends. It depends. Sometimes I'm like, thank you. I'm like, thanks. Or if I might heart the message. It just depends. Cause like some men, they'll slide up in your DMs all crazy, like saying something real crazy. I don't even know. And I'm just like, I gotta leave you on red. Cause I don't know how you thought that
Well,
was okay.
to say that.
Why did you say that to me?
Do you and people won't ask this question? Do you check a man's page when he DM you before you DM him back?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And this is what you gotta do. My friend Alicia taught me this. She was like, you gotta go to the person profile.
hmm
You gotta click those little dots. You gotta restrict their profile. Once you restrict their profile, you can go and open up their message, and they won't even see that you opened it up.
What? I need to know that game. Hey, I need to know that game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I need to know. Okay, with you being I want to ask this question and I want to talk about this. Where you from?
I was born in Huntsville, Alabama, but I was raised in Nashville, North
Oh,
Nashville,
okay. So what you claiming?
North Nashville.
Okay, that's what's up right there. I always because a lot of people are like, oh, because my family from here, I'm from here, but you've been here since 2 months, so you a Cashville, you know what I'm saying? And you got the Cashville swag. You still got like a little bit of that Alabama swag in you, but you got the Cashville swag. Since you a since you a songwriter and a singer, what's your top 5 R&B singers?
Ooh, top 5 R&B singers. Like just like off their voice or
Just
the record.
just who you look up to, who you look up to,
Who I
singer
look up
wise.
to. I mean, I just gonna go ahead and get this out the way
Okay.
because everybody know Beyonce.
Okay,
We're gonna go get that out the
we gonna
way.
get B out the way.
I love Whitney Houston as a vocalist. Would never be able to sing. I would never be able to sing as good as her ever, ever, ever. But I love me some Whitney Houston. I think Jasmine Sullivan has
I
always been
love
one of my
her. I
favorites.
love her.
She
Yeah.
can sing those runs, that pen,
hmm
everything. Dang, I'm only at 2 now.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Now that's 3.
I mean,
Whitney, Beyonce, Jasmine Sullivan,
Janet Jackson.
Janet.
I love
Okay.
Janet. And who am I gonna give my last to? I think I would have to give my last. It's between for me personally. My last would be between Lauryn Hill and Erica Badu.
Okay. Them some good ones. You named some legends too. I thought you would have maybe named some of these new ones, but you named some legends. So what goes into your songwriting? Like how do you get in your mode to start writing songs?
I mean, honestly, like I would say now with where I'm at in my like songwriting journey, like a lot of my songs just come from like I guess experience, like me going through something and like, hey, I want to vent, or just like pulling up. Because a lot of times, like it's now I'm getting connected with producers and stuff,
Okay.
but a lot of times I would go to like B stars.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's yeah. And I think a lot of people, because of YouTube and internet, a lot of people is getting away from working with the producer. Do you like to actually sit with the producer and work with the producer? Like sit down and do music. Do that make the music come out better, or do you like that, or you like to just do it on your own?
I would say it's kind of like for me because I'm so like I'm kind of new to co-writing. I've written a lot by myself, but I'm new to co-writing, and I'm generally new to like really exposing myself, as a songwriter and an artist. Um, and so for me, I think it is good to go in the studio and be with a producer because honestly, like, um, you can it's because when you write strictly to a beat, it's like you're trying to get whatever that's coming up in your head to match what's already laid down for you. And so like you might start like doing some melody mapping or like some freestyling over the beat. Say you haven't listened to the beat all the way and it gets to the hook and the hook coming entirely different than how you thought it was. And so now you gotta
You
go
gotta.
back to the drawing board. But and so what your brain originally thought of and like just came up with this with on its own is like it's kind of going to the back burner because something was already created. Versus if you was in the studio, you could tell the producer, hey, I was kind of thinking maybe going in this direction,
Yeah.
could we do X, Y, and Z? So I mean, I like right now for like comfortability level, like writing. A lot of times I'll write by myself. But I've had sessions where like they'll go in and cook up the beat, and I like that too.
So what made you start singing? Like, what you go to school for?
Music business.
Oh, okay. So you've been when did you start singing? That you would say like when did that come up? Is that a passion of yours, or was it just something that you like to do? Because you can do it.
It's a passion. Like I grew up singing. And I like I. So I grew up singing on Booker Street out north. I was singing freestyle to my mom. Um, I did piano for a little bit when I was younger, clarinet for a little bit when I was younger, and I couldn't really sing for the longest time. I remember I was my mom. She'd be mad if I said this, but I remember I was younger. We went up to the church. We had moved back to Alabama for about 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Went up to the church. Mama said, "Hey, my daughter, she want to sing in the choir. She can't sing, but she want to sing in the
She
choir.
can't sing.
She can't sing, but she want to sing in the choir."
What was she saying? You can't sing, as in you didn't know the melodies, or did you have the voice at the time, or what?
I don't think so. I think after I played, like I started to play the keyboard and the clarinet, like something opened up in my ears that was closed beforehand, or maybe I was just young, or maybe
Mm.
my mom just ain't know I had the
She
pipes.
did that. What I'm saying. She. So look. So I'm gonna put you on the spot. I watch a lot of your warm ups. You know what I'm saying, before you go on and stuff. First of all, um your performance. I like how you got your bag up team. What about the support? Like how much does support mean to you when you're talking about from the people around you? Do you look for them to support you to keep going, or how's that?
I mean, I'm gonna keep going regardless.
Yeah.
But I mean, support definitely helps. It's um, like especially for people who might be like doubtful of us or of themselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really do need like your support system saying like, hey, you got this, you did a great job. Because a lot of times you can eat yourself up and be like, oh, this was bad, or this was, and X, Y, and Z. But really, you just seeing it from like your self-critical
Yeah.
point of view, and it's just like you're not really seeing it for the reality. So support system is like, I think every artist should have a support system. But like, it's not gonna stop nothing if everybody was like, oh, I'm not gonna,
You still gonna go?
yeah, there's gonna be another. If you're not gonna support me, somebody else will.
Can my fans get like a little, just a just a little something to hear you out? Can my fans just a little bit? Just give them a little, just a little couple bars or something. You know what I'm saying?
A couple
Can
bars.
we get just a like? Can we just get a hum or something? Just something fresh. So that I like your voice. Your voice is great. Can we just get a little something on If You're a Live Subscribe show?
Yeah.
Just a little something. It can be anybody. It can be a Beyonce song. It can be anything. We just want to hear the voice.
Ooh.
Or it can
Ooh.
be some of your stuff. I would rather hear something that you have produced and wrote.
Okay, I'll do the hook of this song I got called 88D.
Mm.
Um
Okay.
it's like people vibe with. It's just a vibey song. It's nothing like real spectacular, but you know, give me a beat. Give me a beat on. Can you give me a beat on? Never mind. I don't need no beat.
see, I think they was, that was, we want an acapella, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She want my beat or nothing, you know what I mean? We just
I was thinking about it. It's more of a jazzy
Okay.
song.
Okay.
We'll get to it.
We get, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
it.
But
That's funny.
your performances, how do you prepare for your performances?
And so I want to be completely transparent. When I say like I'm like literally at the beginning of the of everything with with I guess putting myself out there as a singer songwriter artist. I praise God for how far I've came. So just like a little backstory, I started singing background vocals in April. My first performance was right after my sister's wedding. She got married the next morning. I drove back. Um, it was at the end of June, and
Mhm.
so that was performance one. And
So you just started performing this year. So how are
mhm.
you that comfortable? Like you look real comfortable on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Man, God.
Yeah.
And singing those background vocals, like I was really scared in June for that first show, but like afterwards, I was like, okay, I'm comfortable. Then I did a writers round. I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel good. I feel good. And honestly, I was still a bit nervous last weekend, but I was like, hey, they gotta go out the window.
Mm. Have are you performing out of town yet, or do you got shows outside of Nashville yet?
Not yet, but I would like to. Like I would definitely love to like perform down in Huntsville,
Mm-hmm. I think that's gonna be
Atlanta.
really big for you, considering you're from there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like even though you was born in Nashville, you live here, but I think that'll be real big for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Bring the people out.
Bring the people out. Bring the people out. Do they support you in Huntsville right now? Do you have people that know what you do, or how do they feel about what you do since your family and stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my family, cause I really don't talk to too many friends that I had down there, but the ones that do like still follow me and stuff, like they watch my stuff and support, and my family is like really supportive of it. Like I think, especially like my family on my dad's side, they always when they found out I could sing, they always wanted me to like pursue it more. So they're really supportive. They're really supportive, and like honestly, I have a huge family. Like my dad has 10 siblings. My mom has
Hmm.
9 siblings.
Oh yeah,
It's just a whole bunch.
there's a whole bunch of y'all.
I don't
You
go
so
nowhere in
you shouldn't
Huntsville
have no
without.
problem. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
How many brothers you got?
I have two brothers and 3 sisters on my dad's side, and then I got 2 sisters on my mom's side. So I got 7 siblings in total.
So you got all the support you need. You really don't, you know what I'm saying? But how do they embrace you singing? Because like I said, if you just started performing and stuff this year, how do they embrace it? Do they help you promote, or how do they help you family wise?
Yeah, they like they share when they can. I guess. I would say do better with a
Yeah,
camera.
good.
I
Do
would say do
better.
better. Do
Do
better.
better. Do better.
But I did like even though I just like cause like I started performing this year, but last year I went through a run where I was trying to release the song,
Hmm.
Pretty Lies, and I ended up, doing the whole like promotion for it, photo shoot, release party. I planned a release party in like less than a month, and I got like close to 100 people to buy a ticket and come
Oh,
out.
that's good. That's great.
I was
That's
so shook
great.
up.
Yeah, yeah.
And they came out. My family, they came out. They came down. About 15 of them came down. So that made me happy. That made me happy. So
Mm.
they supported me in that way. It's really, really, really big. So
And so, where are you like really trying to go? In this business? Like I said, I know you songwrite and you sing. Like, where do you see yourself going in the business?
honestly, like I would. Like honestly, I would love to be like a full time singer songwriter. I would like to be an artist for a while. Cause for a long time I told myself that I was too shy to be an artist, but like we're changing, we're
And
growing.
because you don't give the shy vibes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I tried. Like I tried to, it's yeah, why be shy? And so singing songwriter full time, hopefully being an artist for a bit or however long I choose to. I hope that's a part of my journey. And then I either want to open my own music publishing company, or if not a music publishing company, then a songwriting, a nonprofit for like songwriters to really just like to advocate for their rights, because I feel like nowadays like the songwriter gets probably like the short end of the stick
Mm.
for real.
You
And
think so? I thought they get like more because they wrote the song. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, it just really like every situation is really like kind of different. Like every situation is really different, because I don't want to say too much, but it's
Most
like
definitely.
I'm going through a situation right now where I'm looking at the terms within like a contract, and one of the terms was that like I wasn't gonna own my master, and I kind of understood it from a kind of from a little point, because it's a license, and so if that beat, it's a non-exclusive license at
Most
that,
definitely.
so if
Yeah.
that beat is in like my master, then and I don't own that beat. But it's just like, then again, you have me being a songwriter and the artist, and I'm paying for recording costs,
Mm-hmm.
mixing costs, mastering costs. I'm singing on the record. I wrote the song. I'm paying for the promotion afterwards and before. And it's like, then you have this person who just made the beat
Mm.
and they own the master.
Oh no,
That's
that
not right.
that ain't right. But so, because you went to Belmont, what did they teach you when it concerning music? What you think?
They taught me a lot. They have a really great program. Like for me, the classes that like were really like, I guess that really stuck with me was like my music publishing class, music industry contract law, copyright law. Those were always the classes that like really kind of stuck with me. But we had some other cool classes like recording technology,
Mm.
music history, um analytics of social media, stuff like that.
Yeah. And so, do you think, like, for me, this is just me. I know, everybody always talk about 360 deals and owning their masters now, but if you're owning your masters, that means you're independent, right?
Uh, no, not necessarily, because you can. It depends. I mean, like, you have to be some type of star to like, own your masters and still like get a deal with a label. They giving you, this money, and so owning your masters, I don't think that means like you're independent, because independent really is just like if you're not signed to a major label, or if you're not signed to like a independent label. But also it's just like you can be a independent artist and still like, I have an admin publisher, or have like certain like different boutique companies that handle like certain aspects that a label would handle, if you did have a deal. So
Would you give up your masters for a couple of albums just to get in the door?
a couple, no, nah, I don't know. I I mean, if I was to like, someone said, hey, like for me right now, if someone, I don't know, you just have to be strategic. Like as an artist, for me, like say if someone wants to come up to me, and I don't know what the next 6 months
Yeah.
look like for me, but because honestly, the day age we are in now, I could blow up or I could
Tomorrow,
still be
yeah,
here,
yeah, most definitely.
And so it's just like, but realistically, if I'm thinking, say, if 6 months, like maybe, maybe I have a few more followers, I have some monthly listeners on these platforms, whoop de whoop. And if a label came up to me and asked me if I wanted a deal, I might say yes,
Mhm.
because that help. But I might also say no, because I've been in label meetings where they're basically like, we're just gonna ignore this artist. She's not doing too much
Oh
for
yeah,
the,
most definitely.
yeah, and it's just like, it's just not worth it if you're not like, you might think that, oh, I got X, Y, and Z, so I know that I'm really passionate about this and that I'm gonna go crazy and I'm gonna make the label a lot of money. And it's like sometimes it's like we want that to be the case, but that's not gonna always be the case. So it's kind of better to. I feel like for me, I don't know if I would have this luxury to wait until like I'm more of a mature artist. I have more to leverage, to get into a deal and to possibly get like better terms with a deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it just depends, like on like where you are, what do you have to leverage, and because what you don't want to do is like get signed to a deal and like they did that one artist, they're just brushing you off and you can't release nothing because contractually they're the only
Yeah.
people that can distribute your music, and I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to be in that rut.
Well, I think for an artist like you grind your own. So I think if you did get in some type of label deal, I think you would just kind of like make it happen. You know what I'm saying, on your own. I don't think like some artists just kind of sit around and like wait on the label. I don't see you waiting on the label. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying?
Yeah.
I see you like if y'all ain't finna put something out, I'm finna put something out. You know what I'm saying? So what you got coming? Like what can we expect from what can we expect from Lucki Price? You know what I'm saying?
So I have a like I have a lot to, I guess, lot in store. I got a feature dropping on the 13th, Friday the 13th. It's called The Recipe. It's
Okay.
this song with this artist named Khalil Bay. He's from Nashville. I'm from Nashville. It's a song for us from Nashville. So
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody gonna vibe with it. And then I have Pretty Lies. Pretty Lies finally coming out in November. I'm like just working through some negotiations with one of the producers, and then I'm adding some additional stuff
Is
to it.
is there any artist or producer that you want to work with in Nashville that you just see yourself really, doing some good music with? Have you and
Mm.
Two Live Bree did anything yet?
Oh, I would love to do stuff with him. No, I haven't done anything with Two Live Bree. He's so cool. He's such a genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to though. I remember like when I first moved back to, cause I moved away in like what 08, 09, and then came back in 13 at the end of 13. Um, and so when I first moved back, I remember doing a show at Procon that summer,
Mm-hmm.
and he did a show too. And I'm like, wow, I'm like he's really doing good. He up there doing his thing, and I was up there sounding like a dead cat. I was somebody cat dying, but it wasn't that bad.
That's
But
why I was saying it could be that bad. I would have heard it.
it I was up there 14 years old trying to sing some Whitney, but I mean, shoot, Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, that
Hey, look, but
But yeah, and so how is their relationship? I mean, have you talked to him, or how is their relationship with you and Bree? I know y'all pretty. I don't see y'all on pictures together and stuff, right?
yeah,
Okay.
we don't have like a friendship where like we talk every day or nothing. I don't even think we have each other's like socials,
Mm-hmm.
but not socials, but like our phone numbers. But like I support him on social media. He supports
Okay.
me on social media. Like he came to the like release last year, the release party that I had, even though I ain't released nothing.
Okay.
And I go to I go to most of his stuff, and we just like support each other in that way. I
Definitely, yeah.
think he's a really great human being.
Yeah, good. And that's I always talk about like you, him, and Abriana. I kind of like see all y'all kind of coming up together. I've been watching y'all together, so I know you and Abriana's pretty cool. How's their relationship going with A?
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
She is, ain't she?
Yes, I really appreciate Aviana. She I didn't know this, but she and my niece were really close growing up, and so when I think we initially connected for the most part last year, and so when we connected, it was kind of like because she knew my family already,
Mm-hmm.
and like I could, Ariana's a good person, and you can just tell
Most
that
definitely.
from like talking talking to her off the bat, and so like me and her same thing. We don't talk every day. I don't think I have her number. And but I support her on social media. She supported me on social media. I try to go to her events, and honestly, like I really do look up to her. And I feel like anytime I talk to her, it's like a big sister, very
Good.
encouraging,
Yeah,
very
I
like
love that.
inspiring.
Yeah. And so, how did you get the call to perform at the museum?
See, what
How
happened
does that work
was,
out? Cause that's a big deal. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know,
Yeah,
right?
you know
It's
what I'm
so
saying?
cool.
Yeah, everybody trying to get in there. You know what I mean? And you just happen to just kind of get in there.
My
So
second show, um, it was so cool because I didn't think. Let me tell you this. I didn't think I was gonna get it, and so I was scrolling on Instagram. I seen it. Actually, I seen it on Instagram. It was like apply to this. I said I'm here. I said, hey, I got these little. Cause before then I had sung like 2 songs at Cafe Coco. If you've been in Cafe
I
Coco, it's hot.
love Capicoco. I host the event there on the 29th.
On the 29th, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there singing background vocals for Maya.
Oh, on 29th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go. So we'll link up
Link
together.
up.
But yeah, how are you getting your calls to, like, like I said, everybody's been trying to get in that building. Did somebody just kind of reach out to you, or how did that work?
I put myself out there. I saw the post.
Good.
I applied. I waited. They said they were gonna get back to me by a certain day. Um, it was like a week and a half past the day. I said, Lord, I ain't get it. I ain't get it. And then in the middle of the night, 11 o'clock at night, I had just got back from New York. And I got an email. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, let's go.
I'm like, ah! So I didn't think I was gonna get it because I'm like, I got these two little videos. And so that's how it happened.
But I think, in my opinion, you deserve it. Like, you are, to me, you are working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are really putting yourself out there. And for you to say you kind of shy, it's like, we can't tell. You know what I'm saying? And even with me, that's why I invited you here, because, like, I really, like, you inspire me, you know what I'm saying, just on the work tip. Like, certain people you can tell serious, and certain people ain't serious. And I know you are super duper serious about your craft, you know what I'm saying? So what makes you that serious? Like, what gives you the to, you got to go to work, and then you got to you got to sing, and then you got to do concerts. Like, what gives you the to do all that?
I'll really say like, I mean, like, everybody has their story about like how they grew up and
Uh-huh.
stuff. But honestly, like, for me, outside of that, the most part that really motivates me is my mom.
Okay.
Like, she had me 42. I'm 24. My mom's 66 right now,
Uh-huh.
and she's still working part time, but she's still working. That just don't sit right with me. And
Oh, you trying to
so,
get that over with? Yeah, yeah. You
yeah,
trying to get that?
yeah. So I'm trying to, I'm trying to like, I have to remember though. You got to remember that like it might be X, Y, and Z that you're doing it for. But always like, I have to remember that I'm also doing it for me because I
Most
deserve
definitely.
the happiness and the joy of
Yeah.
like living in my passion. And but my mama, yeah, I'm ready to see her to kick off your shoes and
Relax
relax your
your feet,
feet.
yeah. Party on down. Look, and I like Escape, but and cause I was in Atlanta about a month, about 2 months ago, about 3 months, about 3 4 months ago, and not Tiny, not Candy, but
uh,
what's not Tiny, not
it,
Candy,
it's
but
two sisters.
yeah,
What's their names?
Tasha and can't think of her name. But anyway, she invited me to, like, to sit with them and chill, you know what I'm saying? But and I was gonna ask you that when you came here. I was gonna, like, do you mind smoke? You know what I mean? Because first thing she said, I was like, hey, can I smoke? She was like, I don't like smoke. And a lot of singers don't like smoke. Do you smoke, like, with what you do?
I'm not a liar. So I do, but I've like I do like I smoke, but I also know that like it's gonna come a time where you gotta stop.
Yeah.
But even if you stop, it's like you stop, you might do a fast, a detox, but when it's time to relax and you enjoying the fruits of your labor, then that's when it come in. But
Most
I
definitely.
think like I don't think that like excessive smoking is
Yeah.
never the move, especially as a vocalist. Like and then if you do smoke, you like watch what you smoke out. I say that like I don't smoke out of Rillos, but
Yeah.
I just say that because I bought this one little wrap, this little vegan wrap. It
Mm-hmm.
was like a rose. It was pink. It was like it's real rose petals. I smoked out of that next day. My tonsil was
Oh,
hurting.
boss, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, they got some perfume in here or something because you can kind of, but I don't know.
Okay, but so as a singer, when you know you're performing, and I know it's always out there, when you know you're performing 3 or 4 days, is it a certain thing you do or drink, or do you not talk for 3 or 4 days? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? They say that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's supposed to be, but I would say like I try like my best to like stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Stay with the water. Tea, throat coat tea, or ginger lemon tea with some lemon honey. Um, like I try not to eat too much cheesy things or acidic stuff like coffee and all that good stuff that'll mess with your acid reflux. Cause one thing, like when you working, like your Lord Jesus,
Mm.
abdomen. I said it right. I'm like,
It sounded good to me.
okay, good. But like when you working like this, all that, and you got like GERD like me, and you try to, you don't be careful about what you eat, and you gonna burp a lot,
Yeah.
and you can't, can't be burping and singing at the same
Yes.
time.
So you know what to do to not go through all that. So you know how to treat your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For you get up and sing. Okay, I got a game. I want to play a game with you. I got a game I used to play. It's called Pick a Side.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You have to pick a side. And my first one is this: since you're a writer and you sing, if you had a chance to do a song with these two people, who are you going with? Fantasia or Jennifer Hudson?
Fantasia.
That was quick. That was real quick. Okay. That was quick.
I'm sorry.
Wow, Fantasia, is that one of your people? People.
Oh, I love Fantasia. I love Fantasia. I like Jennifer Hudson too. I love Jennifer Hudson too. I just think that like they both did extremely well for themselves in
Mm-hmm.
like different ways. But I think as far as like commercial success, thinking about records, Fantasia had more success, and I feel like she's still like her records were like you can they'll probably play When I See You in the Club today, tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel like she still kind of has like a hand on like the younger market,
Yeah. Yeah.
and so that's why I say Fantasia.
Okay. Good. That was an easy one. I gave her an easy one. Okay. Pick a side. Pick a side. If you had to date this person for the rest of your life,
The rest of my
you know what I'm
life.
saying? Like, no matter what, like this is it's done. It's done.
Do I get to date other people too?
Huh? it, it's done. You dating Kodak Black or NBA YoungBoy for the rest of your life. It's done.
Kodak Black.
you Why Kodak? Why
I
Kodak?
don't know. 'Cause I feel like I'm probably gonna be like wrong place, wrong time with young boy, like a victim. Like I'm gonna get shot.
You gonna be fighting with Floyd Mayweather daughter. You know what
No,
I'm
she
saying?
gonna try to stab me.
She,
Like you ain't gotta stab me. I'll let you come in here do your thing.
Wait, say I don't want to deal
I'll
with
be in
all
the
that.
kitchen.
Okay, one more. I got one more. This is in every time I play this game, it can be just a scenario. Okay, so pick a side. If you got to choose one, are you getting your nails done for the rest of your life or your toes?
I'm gonna get my nails done because I could probably do my toes if they just like a solid
No, you
white.
can't even do your toes. Like you gotta just pick a your
Like I can't do
nails.
it myself.
No, you can't do them yourself. It's nails or toes. Like
The
you
toes
just gotta
can't be
let it.
done at
You
all.
probably clip the toenails or something, but you can't polish your toes or nothing like that. It's either nails or toes. Which one you going with?
Nails.
Good, good, good. That was
I'm gonna do the nails.
that was a good one.
Cause can I if I can cut them, I can like
Yeah,
buff them a little
nah,
bit.
you can't, you can't,
I can't buff
you can't
them.
buff them.
No.
But you can cut them though.
Oh man.
But what do you like? What do you, as a woman, like? What do you care more about you being? Because in your area of work, you got to stay pretty. So how do you keep that up with just even coming out? You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
every time I done seen you out, you was like almost the best dressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
One
talking about.
thing, no, look, one thing you know is you be dressed. Do you have like a stylist or you do it yourself?
I do have a stylist, but I feel like, and she'll say this too. I done got better from when she first met me.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a stylist, and it's actually like my good friend Jayla. We used to own a clothing boutique together,
Okay,
and
I own the clothes boutique too. So yeah,
yes,
so I guess
it's
yeah.
ooh
Mm-hmm.
them clothing boutiques.
They are it. So And so that's where you get your style from. Because now, seriously, you be like really like when you coming through, you coming through. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I
Do
like
you
it that
know you
way.
coming through, or you just kind of like work with it? Do you know you coming through?
For the most part, I be knowing, and when I be feeling like I be like, oh yeah, I look good. I'm like,
Mm.
yeah, I got going on. I
What about management in your career? Do you have management? Are you seeking management, or how's that going?
I don't have management right now, and I'm not seeking management right now. Just because I feel like it's still a lot to figure out
Hmm.
about me
Yeah.
as a songwriter, as an artist, and all that good stuff. I feel like I've always heard that, like I've heard certain things about like management, um like artists, they might get management too soon. It's like they say get a manager when you have business to manage. That's one thing
Hmm.
that I've always
Most
heard.
definitely. Yeah.
And then another thing that I've always heard was that some artists, like, they get managers because um they want the managers to do the things that they can do but they just don't do. And so I want to get to a point where, like, mm, I guess I done did all that I can for myself, and then
And
and
you need some. Yeah.
yeah, and I know I need someone, because right now I feel like it's like I'm busy, and it's like some things I'm managing well, but some things I'm not. I think I'm managing pretty well. But I think if I am feeling like overwhelmed and stressed, I don't think it's because I need a manager just yet. Um I think it's because I'm just dealing with the dynamic change in my life, the
Who are you calling for help when come like now? Like I said, you're doing a lot. So who you call for help when you need something extra to like what the hell is going on?
no, nobody.
No,
I call on the
you just
Lord.
figured it out.
Just figure it out. Too, again, another thing is too, like, I don't think I'm a know it all at all. I think
Most
it's
definitely.
honestly, it's like, it's very intelligent to be the type of person that say, yes, I know X, Y, and Z, but I'm open to learn more about it. I'm open to learning new things. It's like, um the know it all is really the fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, if I did like get into management, like, or not get into management, that's in a whole nother story. I've had
Hmm.
so many people ask me to be their manager.
Okay.
Um,
Also, they've asked you to be their manager.
yeah, I probably have about like 4 or 5 people who asked me to be their manager, like, in the last 2 years,
Mm.
and I'm like,
But
no.
that'll be working on somebody else's career, and you're trying to work on your own. You know what
I
I'm saying?
know it's especially a big no now, cause I'm like, I just don't have time.
But are you ready? Like, if a label came to you, are you ready to say, "Mom, I'm gonna be gone for a year. I'm not gonna see you for a year."
She gonna come with me.
She,
No, I'm just kidding. No, she not come with
you
me.
know what I'm saying? No, for real, because when you do finally get to that point, they're gonna say, "Hey, it's time to go." Like, Mama might gotta stay at home. Is Mama ready to move around like that? Because you can move with Mom, like Beyonce. Is can you move with Mom? Is you think Mom ready to get on that road?
I mean, she real able and stuff, but she get real irritable and impatient. So I don't know.
Yeah. See,
That'd be the best. But she move around real good. She move around real good. But I don't know.
you don't know,
I don't know.
but what does she feel about like your singing and your career? Like, how does she is she one of your biggest supporters or your biggest supporter?
Yeah, she definitely is. She's like very happy that, like, I'm taking it, like,
Serious.
seriously, and like to the next step. Like, she's happy that, like, I'm out of my box and all that good stuff. Cause I don't want to say I was like never like a shy person as far as like talking and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but singing, I had really bad what's he say, stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but yeah, she's very happy. She's very happy.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Like I said, I can't tell you had stage fright, like because even a lot of people with stage fright, even though they Instagram, you can kind of tell. But when you get on that camera, it's just like what I'm saying. It's built for you. So I think I know this is your business. Like I always tell you, like this, if you're allowed to subscribe, people like you, Abriana, Labrie, this gonna be y'all home. You know what I mean? I know where y'all going. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
already know y'all going to the top. So I always want to make this y'all home. So If you ever need anything or anything, any advice or anything, my line is open, and you ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And I'm getting you and Young Buck on a song, even though like he's a little generation over you. But I think with Nashville, like I think they need something like that. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Especially with you singing, and because everybody don't know it's people like you around. You know what I mean? You really think about it. You really like the only singer around here.
I,
As I think about it, I can't name another singer. Can you? So it's really like a big market for you to keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna encourage you to keep pushing, and anything you need from us, let us know. Like we pretty connected in some places, you know what I'm saying? So we on your team.
I
You know what I'm
love
saying?
that.
We on your team.
I feel the love and energy.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Like, and I'm definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna reach out and keep in touch. Like, we're locked in.
Man, stay locked in with us. We appreciate you for coming. If you're a live subscribe show, Lucki Price, tell them where they can reach you at and where they can see you. And when the
Yes.
album and stuff, give them some good news. Give them something coming.
Yes. So if you want to see what's going on next with me, follow me on Instagram at Lucki Price. That's LuckiPrice. On TikTok at I am Lucki Price. On Facebook at Lucki Price. Stay tuned for the recipe out Friday the 13th.
Mm.
And my single Pretty Lies coming in November. And I also forgot this one.
Come on.
Gifted Queen. I'll also be featuring on one of her records. Stress Relief
Mm.
is dropping with her album on the 17th of October.
Look, I've been saying this for long. This is right here is gonna happen. We need like a Nashville, like hip hop Nashville show. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And not saying this because you're on my show, but you'll be a great candidate. You know what I'm saying? Just with your swag and just your journey, you'll be like a good candidate. So I think we're gonna get that popping. You know what I'm saying? Like a Nashville hip hop scene, you know what I'm saying? And for people like you that's really like grinding, keep grinding. Don't stop doing shows. You know what I'm saying? Like keep yourself out there. Don't never get caught up in I'm gonna just sit in the house and just wait for it to come. No. Keep
Mm-mm.
keep going outside. And like I said, we rolling with you. You know what I mean? So we appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you, Lucki Price. It was a blessing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I asked her to come on the show, you know what I'm saying? I asked her to come on the show and she accepted. So it was a blessing. So thank you for coming on the show. If you're live, subscribe.
If you're alive, subscribe.
This time I